Hello, Henry. How are you?
Yeah, he got cancer.
Hope you're having a good one, man. What you been up to?
Like your ass can go down too. You got cooties.
You spend more time in the park than I do at home.
This is the only place I can find comfort these days. Yeah, it's nice to be around.
Don't you have dragons before you?
After this miserable pregnancy, I wouldn't be surprised if I hatched an actual dragon.
But he will be around.
Anyway, I'm ready to go.
Hello, Ryu. How you doing?
Really?
Excited for Uta coming soon, like I am? Here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. And I don't know if I talk for it.
His family already has it the same.
Now, I know I don't talk for everybody, but as... I hope Dark Shinobi isn't here, but he probably is. And he's gonna clip me saying this. But, unlike other people, I am the literal person who sadly plays this game more than he should. So, as somebody who plays this game more than a normal person, as a person that plays this game more than a normal person, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for Uta, right? But if there's not much replayability, it's still gonna hurt the game in the long run. And knowing that the episodes are just going to be these consistent But yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for Uta, but knowing that it's just going to add another soul map, make the already broken characters more broken, which, you know, I mean, at least it buffs some other characters, making them more viable, but knowing that at the end of the day, that it's gonna actually hurt players playing this game, because it's just gonna lead to this game being in a loop full of, oh, we're just going to add a soul map. You're forced to grind it because there's no other replayability in the game. And also, the soul map is only one person. You can't even do this like co-op or anything. Which again, hurts the game. So like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited. But knowing that at the end of the day, this is gonna make players who've been playing the game heavy not be interested in grinding soul maps. Because it's gonna be annoying. It has? Okay, thank you.
Did you guys watch yesterday?
I think Marcus.
My stash cards?
I don't know if Marcus did. Not me. And Henry, Ryu, how are y'all doing? And I know I'm coming in with like negative energy, being like, oh, I mean, Uta's cool, but playability and all that, but I'm just being real, you know? And again, I've literally been playing this game since launch. When other people gave up on this game, I didn't. And honestly, I should have joined them. Okay, before I kill Crack, I'm glad you're doing good. What's your balance?
There's an unprecedented run of the criminals of every ilk. The brother made a public show of it, meeting out the solemn judgments and
But yeah, you know what, Ryu, Henry, I'm curious, if you two had the option, or anybody else who's watching, if you had the option to add something to this game that would make players play it more, what would it be?
Carry on, you were saying something about my impunity. You were to explain your doings to the city watch. Your new gold cloaks were quite impressive last night, didn't they? The city watch is not a sword to be wielded at your whim. It's an extension of the crown. To what person Bell's laws? Who will agree?
Where?
My friends, making a public spectacle of wanton brutality is hardly
Swimsuit outfits. I mean, outfits for sure would bring more people. Because, you know, people would like to play certain female. Oh my god. Actually, hold on. Yamato swimsuit outfit would probably sell crazy with the amount of Yamato fans.
I just hope we don't have the main part of my city.
Okay, now that
we installed Prince Damon as commander to promote law and order. The criminal element should fear the city.
Thank you for your support. Preparing the prince for civil service is a very life as he does his work. So what we've seen in the day, all of Brimstone for quite some time. The White House bit
okay, are they gonna spawn? There they are. Either new raid bosses or movie costumes. I think each of those would sell very
You
nicely.
made a vow before the seven to honor your wife in marriage.
Sacrifice may be there to you, if you're in want of a woman to warm your bed, your own lady wife passed recently. Did she not? What? Perhaps you're not ready to move on just yet.
You know how my brother makes sport of the
See, oh, I saw the OBVR units. I'll be real. As much as I want to get, Gear 5th Luffy because he's a defender, well, mainly a defender,
Any further performances like that?
Yo, I want King.
Obviously, that one was in jeopardy.
Cross lines.
And you know what? Queen, I think Queen is gonna be really good in the long run, though.
King's Landing has been in decline since my grandmother passed. In the end, this new city might be a good thing.
Okay. They look pretty clean. Yeah. Disregard the background. They're watching Game of Thrones.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. No, Mom, it's fine. Okay, Judge, you gonna spawn? Okay.
I know many of you have traveled long leagues to be at these games, but I promise you will not be disappointed. When I look at the flying knights in these lists, I see a group without equal in our histories. And this great day has been made more auspicious by the news that I am happy to share. Queen Emma has begun her labors. May the luck of the seven shine upon all combatants.
Princess Wayne Targaryen. I would humbly ask for the favor of the queen who never was.
I would gladly take it. I thought I needed it.
You get up the Raffin's tongues around. Tongues will not change the succession. Let them wait.
Also, apparently PlayStation got hacked, and they holding info for ransom. Bro, how is PlayStation always? It feels like PlayStation be getting hacked a lot. Because I remember that one time Nintendo got hacked. But man, why does it feel like almost every year PlayStation be getting hacked? What are these people trying to get from PlayStation? Dang it.
What do you know about this
I'm told Sir Crispin was commandor.
Because I'm pretty sure you saw what I put in Discord, Bull, but
He's just on horse both ends of happy
I don't know what's up with PS Plus. Well, that's probably the reason why my PS Plus has been like messed up. I literally just made it so. You know what? That does sound cool. No, I don't know what's going on. It's just, I guess it's old Tim folk now. But obviously, costumes are definitely one of the biggest ways for this game to bring more people. So, raid bosses, movie costumes, well, raid bosses in general would definitely bring a lot more replayability. And I know people can say, oh, I have done some research and I looked on Twitter when Pirate Warriors 4 was first coming out. People were getting on others who were mad because they lied about the foreplay stuff because we thought it was going to be game modes, but really they were just missions. But people were mad at other people online because, oh, it's just YouTubers misinterpreting it, or you just interpreted it wrong. It's just a mission, get over it. And let me tell you how crazy this is. Because this has been a problem, not just with, a fandom, well, a community of a video game. But these types of dick riders for developers are another issue. Because why are you defending them when they blatantly lied? Look, Pirate Warriors 4. One of the main sell points, and you could say what you want, but you cannot deny, the main sell point for Pirate Warriors 4 was that it has 4 players. Remember the trailer when, we got to see how big Kaido was compared to Pika? And yet people were defending it. And yeah, I know it is what it is, but you realize they robbed us. Because they had the power to make a whole game mode for 4-player. They had all the power. And before you say, oh no they didn't, they just made Special Log. They made a whole game mode. So, they were just lazy. They were lazy. And the reason they were lazy was because Bandai wanted them to rush and make a cash grab. I don't know how many times I think every fan of One Piece has said this. And the reason why One Piece is having trash games, but we're sick of cash grabs. Nobody likes a cash grab. And even if we like a cash grab, we want it to be better in the future. Like, we're not just gonna be like the Storm community and deal with the same game with the same controls over and over.
Marvel that War didn't break out at first blood.
That's what they all are. Seriously, look at Xenoverse. Xenoverse is the biggest example of a cash grab. Bro, they milked that game. They milked that game to death. The Storm games are cash grab. Tell me why. Like, even though I was around the Storm 2 and Storm Revolution era, I bought Storm 2, Generations, and Revolution. And I remember Storm 2, I would use Lars. That was fun, kinda. Storm Generation, the Master Man.
There is a chance that we can
Bro, I was not 30, bro.
The technique is taught at the Citadel, which you
And like, don't get me wrong, I'm okay with like them giving us cash grabs, but we need to get out of this era, bro. We need to get into an era where they make quality over quantity. Because why is it that PS2 games had more love than most PS2 games have more love than most anime games ever had in their whole lives. Pirate Warriors 4? The Pirate Warriors genre, I guess I can call it. I think it really shocked Bandai when they noticed how many sales this game was getting.
Come to bring the babe out now.
I'm surprised they even taking time with Budokai Tenkaichi because it's Dragon Ball. And I think that's something they're realizing that, well, obviously they realize this, but Dragon Ball and Naruto games make the most money when it comes to just console games.
He wants the baby first.
That's why they milked Xenoverse 2 to the ground.
He wants a son.
Why they made so many Storm games, and why Shinobi Strikers came back from the literal dead.
Well, as he's the king, he wants his heir. Fuck that bitch. That's what he's saying, basically. Fuck that bitch. I get a new one look just like him. Get my baby girl. How they cutting him.
Now, I think Pirate Warriors 4 is really showing Bandai that people like these games. What's up, Lava? How you doing? But yeah, Pirate Warriors 4 is showing Bandai how much people like one of these games. For sure, they're gonna make sure Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is good. Because if it's not good, oh man, they don't want to hear it from the fans. Fans will chant them out, bro.
Creole foods hit me now.
Alright, lava, right now. We talking anime games. Let's really talk about it, you know? Let's really talk about it.
Take more for the team, y'all.
But Pirate Warriors 4 has, like, first off, it changed how Dynasty. This game is completely different to a Dynasty Warrior game.
That's the King's brother.
Like, it just has a completely different feel than a Dynasty Warrior game. Because first off, giant characters. Second, well, giant characters are just like completely different than any other Warriors game. Second, the 4-player aspect of Rip is obviously another caveat to why Warrior games play so differently to this game. Can I talk about new manga stuff for One Piece or not? I don't think Yamil is here, so we can talk about it.
Yep, she's dead.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't think Yamil is here, so we can talk about it. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I literally talk for the literal small amount of the player base who play this game. When I say that replayability would make this game way better. I really do hope that Budokai Tenkaichi 4 does well. Because, man, it would truly hurt if Budokai Tenkaichi 4 sucks. So far, very interesting.
Something wasn't nothing like real serious, a whole lot of money.
Like, it's very interesting, but I need one thing. I need one thing from this, and I don't even care. gotta see a Loki awakening.
Just stay on top of it, baby. Make sure you keep your
The Loki awakening is the main thing I need to see. Like, don't get me wrong, I will gladly accept your fifth feats and everything, but I need to see a Loki awakening because this is the arc and the moment to show us what it could potentially be. Because like there's already, when it comes to like awakenings in One Piece, Lokias are the most mysterious.
What matter? Granted your succession, these recent tragedies have left you without any despair.
The king has an heir, my lord.
Despite how difficult this time is, your grace, I feel it's important the succession is firmly in place for the stability of the realm.
The succession is already set, by precedent and by law. Shall we say his name? Daemon Targaryen.
If Daemon were to remain the uncontested heir, it could destabilize the realm.
The realm of this council.
No one yet can know what Daemon would do were he king, but no one can doubt his ambition. Look at what he did with the gold plates. The city watchers fiercely loyal to him. An army 2,000 strong. An army you gave him. I named Daemon Master of Lords, but you said he was a traitor. As Master of Coin, you said he was a spendthrift, beggar the realm. Putting Daemon in command of the City Watch was your solution. The truth is, Daemon should be far away from this court. Daemon is my blood. And he will have his place at my court. Let him keep his place at court, your grace. But if the gods should visit some further tragedy on you, either by dismay or accident, please, my brother would know me. Are you? Please. Daemon has ambitions, yes, but not for the throne. He lacks the patience. The gods have yet to make him know he lacks the patience for absolute power. Under such circumstances, it would not be an aberration for the king to name the successor.
Cool,
Who else will have a plan?
So after this, I'll do a literal damage to Kraken.
The king's firstborn son, Renee. What's up?
Will become an actual straw hat.
No queen.
Just temporary companion. I think when it comes down to it, he will be an ally, but I do see one of the Vegapons joining the Straw Hats. What's up, Mr. Phil?
He is impulsive and violent. It is the duty of this council to protect the king and the realm from him. I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that is the truth as I see it, and I know that others here agree. I will not agree to shoot my father and my daughter. You wouldn't have to, Your Grace. There are others who would have a thing.
But such as your wife, Lord Holy, or the queen who never was.
Rhaenys was the only child of Jehoia's eldest son. She had a strong claim at the Great Council, and she already has a male
Just
heir.
moments ago, you announced your support for Daemon.
If we cannot agree on an heir, then how can we
My
expect
wife
about
and son are dead! I'm gonna sit here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
What's up, Phil? What you been up to, man? Gray, what's good? The blue cheese Bussy Bandit. Isaiah, how are you doing? Said you want to start with what's in your black. So, now for the next anime game, the next big anime game, what could it be? That is definitely something every, I think, anime fan is literally waiting for. Like, you know it's bad. Look, you know it's bad when these other anime games are either getting content or there's only one trailer out and several other channels trying to upload stuff on those games because there's nothing else on any other game. It's kind of crazy. It's been happening a lot.
Amazon stock just went up. Ford Motor Company. You got Ford Motor Company?
Get rid of this shit, you must be paying $100 fast.
You have AMC.
I didn't know that, man.
And then, I don't have Ford.
I got $1.03 the other day. Last week. I got $1.03.
The Lady Alison Hightower resident. What is it?
Look at the little girl. You see
Every time I come in the kitchen, Chris.
Okay, hold on.
see what that is?
That's the same little girl who's trying to knock off.
That's her
Where
friend.
are the songs?
Oh, the one who she had her head on her lap.
This is her best friend. Watch what happens.
She's gonna knock off.
Here's a line.
Watch what happens.
She's gonna hit us.
Yo, what's up, Gio? How you doing? They need to make a JJK game, maybe something like Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue. Well, we're getting the JJK game. I would like a Blaze Blue JJK, though. That would be pretty fun. I would main Toto, but yeah. I mean, even in this new JJK game, which is gonna be JJK One's Justice, I'm still maining Toto. Mind if I talk about Yu-Gi-Oh? Go ahead. Just wanted to stop by because I gotta study for a comp science quiz. Bro, what? Why are you in science? Song. Oh, yeah, I need to kill the messenger and... Wait, did I kill Judge? Yeah, I killed Judge. Took a while for him to spawn. I would probably mean Pizza. I would play him too. Anyone know why all cartoon characters wear gloves? I mean, hey. They just trying to keep their hands clean, of course. I do the same.
Last night, Prince David brought out one of the pleasure houses in silk. Two entertain officers decision.
King and Council, long live my position is next in line.
Cool, grinding souls. I got the DLC. I'm just having fun. Playing as my favorite character, Ace. Hey, that's what's up. Geo, so you would say you're enjoying playing the souls, the soul episodes for the soul orbs? Because a lot of, from what I'm hearing from people, a lot of people are not happy with like the episodes not giving a lot of orbs, and they're constantly having to grind, which I can kind of understand, because it does seem like it's very harder to max out everything.
You address me as your grace, or I will have my king's guard cut
Of course, I feel it. I built a beginner Dragon Mega deck for Master Duel, but I'm second guessing using it online. Should I try a different deck? I say try like 3 matches and then decide. Because for me, when I did play Master Duel, I used decks like 3 times until I decided if that deck was going to be pretty decent against people. Okay, so I killed Katakuri. So serious Katakuri should be spawning and a serious Big Mom. So what I'm going to focus on right now is trying to get Paraspero.
10 years you've been king, and yet not once have you asked me to be your hand. Why would I do that?
Because I'm worth brother.
Alright, there's Katakuri.
The blood of the dragon runs thick. And why did you cut me so deep? I've only ever spoken the truth. That's the upper high council. What do you mean?
Alright, Mr. Filmbase.
Cunt. Our second son, who stands to inherit nothing he doesn't seize for himself. Otto Hightower is a more honourable man than you could have.
I mean, with the right character, you can blow by everything. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people either use a Yonko or Yamato. Because they can just breeze through everything easier. And plus, if you use Yamato, you save the time. You save time because you don't have to wait for NPC Yamato to run over there.
You are to return to Runestone, your lady wife once. And you are to do so without quarrel.
Exactly. Or you could just use Blackbeard. Now, I'm gonna be making a video, and before I really make this video, I'm trying to get as much information from players as possible. So I think I'm gonna message on the Reddit of Pirate Warriors 4 to see what people want in the game, because I want to do a massive video big video about replayability, and I want to look at all of the ways that this game could get replayability, and then I want to tackle all the things that people want in the game. And I think the main things people want in the game is updated Straw Hats, because mainly the updated characters that I've seen the most are anybody on the rooftop, Zoro, Sanji. That's really it. Can't wait until 7th gets added to Duel Links on Thursday. Oh, it is? You know what? I didn't even watch 7th. Was Yu-Gi-Oh! 7th a good show? Never watched it.
King and Council, long live my position is not. But
Dream and pray as they all might, it seems I'm not so easily replaced. The gods give just as the gods take away.
He toasted Prince Phaedon,
The king's son.
styling him the heir of the day.
Okay, because I killed Judge, I can focus on this.
Celebration.
You cut the image of the conqueror.
Did you say?
Okay, so Geo, what is something you would add to Pyro Warriors 4 if you had the option to? Curious. I never saw it either, but I still plan to main the 7 protagonists first. Okay, to me, I wasn't really feeling the design for 7s.
My friend has just been destroyed. But instead of being by my side over near us, you chose to celebrate your own rise! Laughing with your whores and your leg spittles! You have no allies at court but me! I have only ever defended you! Yet everything
An
I've given
updated
you
Kid
is
in
thrown
Law,
back
for
in
sure.
my face.
You've only ever tried to send me away
Like,
to the veil,
Kid,
to the
an
city
updated
watch,
Kid, Law,
in
Zoro,
where to
and
fly your
Sanji
side.
are the
10
ones people
years
want the
you've been
most,
king, and yet
is
not
what I know.
once have you asked me to be your hand.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm your brother. And the blood of the dragon runs thick.
Then why do you cut me so deep?
I've only ever spoken the truth. I see Otto Hightower for what he is.
Unwavering and loyal
A
then.
cunt. A second son who stands to inherit nothing he doesn't seize for himself.
Otto Hightower is a more honorable man than you could ever be.
He doesn't protect you. I would.
From what?
Yourself. You're weak, Viserys.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get as much information as I can from multiple places, because I want to see where most of the player base of this game is at. Because I know for sure. What should I eat though? Jack in the Box, Wendy's, or McDonald's? Personally, I would eat Wendy's. Because every time I decide I don't really have anything from Jack in the Box that I would go there and get. But Wendy's, I usually get a Baconator. McDonald's, it's the double quarter pounder with cheese, of course. Because those are the only things I can get from McDonald's and Wendy's. Personally, I'm saying Wendy's. Queen and King as playable characters, for sure. Because you could do base Queen and then hybrid Queen. Then for King, you could do base form and then no mask. Serious King, that could be very cool. I could see a lot of people using
I like
King.
that. Oh God, I like that.
Like, I think there's going to be a good amount of Queen players, but King is going to take over.
King.
Now, here's the thing. If they make another DLC pack, I think Queen and King have to be in the game. Like, they have to be characters that they add. Because what will bring more hype than Queen, King, and Jack? Now, I know what you're saying, Jack. Look, I get it. But he is an all-star. Say what you want. But they gotta add Jack.
When you look at the dragons, what do you see?
Mainly because they're gonna pull a Kinemon with it. Think about it. Because they already have a model for Jack, it'll be easier to make a move set for him. Because they basically already have a move set for his transform state. So all you need to do is make a base move set. No,
He killed her mama.
man.
Well, he didn't kill
I
her
feel
mama,
like
but
there's so many
died
ways
anyway.
they could take this
He wanted the
game.
slaves, yeah.
And I think one of the things that
anyway.
could definitely bring more players back, like a large amount of the player base, is Apu and Raizo. Oh, you know what? If they add Apu, I would want them to add Bonnie, just so all the Supernova are in the game.
I'm sorry.
Now, when it comes to Raizo, I feel like Raizo would have a unique thing, because they could go crazy with his moveset. Heard there's a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Rush dual structure decks? Ooh. Wait, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon?
You are the very best of
That,
women.
that actually sounds kind of cool.
And I believe, as I know she did, that you can be a great woman.
Damon is her bad.
Damon was nothing to add of her. But I believe that you
Corliss, House Valarian, Lord of the Tide,
Okay, now she's gonna be named.
Master of Driftmark.
I, Corliss Velaria, Lord of the Tides and Master of Driftmark, promise to be faithful to King Viserys and his named heir, the Princess Rhaenyra. I pledge fealty to them.
Entire worst
I shall defend them
generation.
against all enemies.
I mean, look,
Without deceit.
the reason why I say the entire worst generation, because
I swear
we
this,
pretty much have
the
all
old
of them.
gods and the new.
We pretty much have all of them.
This is no trivial gesture.
Like, I think all of us were surprised that Rose was a DLC character. Because
I, Lord Hobart Hightower, Beacon of the South,
it would have made more sense to add a Pooh. Because a Pooh would have been a way crazier moveset.
and his named heir, the Princess
And
Rhaenyra.
a Pooh, Killer, and Drake are in the Wano arc, so it would have made more sense.
And shall defend them against
I just
all
want Bonnie in a
enemies,
One Piece game.
and without
Actually, what would Bonnie...
I swear this by the old
What's he?
gods.
Busting slime with him?
That's what it's called. House of Dragons. So,
Like,
That's his shit.
there's certain rules that
Uroge's moveset is definitely interesting. And seeing how he fights in this game, and knowing that they ask Oda how they should structure his abilities, makes me wonder. Like, his Devil Fruit makes him stronger the more he gets hit.
There's something else. I need to tell you.
I have no doubt there are more Judge fans than are Pooh fans. That is sadly facts.
They tell us that Evan looks
Which
across the Blackwater and
It's
drowns.
still crazy
Saw a rich
because
man right for the castle.
I think I've only seen one
But ambition alone is not what
one Judge player online.
It was a dream. Just as Daenerys foresaw the end of the age, Aegon foresaw the end of the world of men. Just to begin
Actually,
a terrible winter.
and you know what? I kind of want to make a... Okay, I think I want to include this in the replayability video, but I want to make a whole separate video centered around this other concept that I was talking about last stream, which was adding a shop feature to this game and using berries that you use in this game, because at this point everybody should be able to easily have max berries in the game. It's very easy to do that. But if they add a shop feature where they could make new skills for characters, character specific skills, adding new ultimates, new full force bursts that you can buy with berries.
This is Dora.
But I'm thinking, like, how much should everything be? I think everything should be pretty high in the shop, because it's fairly easy to get berries. And I know I'm saying that while having max berries, but yeah, it's pretty easy to get berries. Ashura... Wait, Ashura Doji? Okay, thinking about it, if the Red Scabbards were in this game, like all of them, I see Ashura Doji as a power type, for sure. Now Neko and Inu.
But he ain't nobody. His brother's
Neko Mamushi could be a speed type. Inu Arashi, I think I want him to be a power type.
How is the brother who is nothing?
And then Pedro could actually. Should he be a technique type? Because he could be a technique type with his explosions.
Well, if I'm the king, I'd have been like, hey, fuck what my brother said. Give my baby a dragon.
Out there talking about it's easy. Yeah, play the game for 3 years straight. What?
Oh.
Man, I really pray that Dark Shinobi is not here. Also, what's good, Elijah? How you doing? Judge is a good sky type, though. I know. It's just, even though he's a good sky type, who playing Judge and playing him to the point where that's one of his mains? How good of a mono duelist would Yukimoto be? I think he would still be in the upper tiers. But for the most part, like, Yugi be cheating. Pedro is a technique type, and his square is just a one-shot move and he dies. I think he should have a suicide ultimate. That, you know what? Let's do it like Mayor Leona from Quartet Knights, where it's a suicide ultimate, but it leaves him at 1 HP. What about an updated version of Sanji and Robin? Okay, here's the thing. Wano Sanji, should he be a completely different type than Time Skip Sanji?
No. Okay. How did you get me on?
Like, should Wano Sanji be a speed type or something? Because personally, I think it would make sense for Wano Sanji to be a speed type who has a sky type full force burst. Actually, Sanji could have 2 full force bursts, because one of them could be Skywalk and the other one could actually be Ifrit. Joey and Kaido, 100%. That is sadly true. Well, not sadly, but it's very true. Yugi just cheated most of the time. Ifrit changes him to a power type with new skills. Yeah. Because honestly, like, Sanji should really be a speed type. Even though it makes sense for him to be a sky type with Skywalk, him not having, I think of all the sky types, him and Crocodile not having mostly ground combos doesn't make sense.
Do hereby name Rhaenyra Targaryen, heir to the Iron Throne.
Your expectations are way too high. I'm not expecting anything. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're saying this like these aren't the same people who put Judge in there. I don't know. I don't trust these people with anything. You prefer sky type Sanji? It's just, maybe it's because most of his aerial ultimates, well, most of his ultimates are just on the ground. If he had better ultimates in the air, I think I would like him. But like the main ultimate I would use in the air is like Hell Memories. Okay, what if Ifrit is a power type full force burst?
Can I?
I think Ifrit being a power type full force burst could be interesting. Yeah, you are right. I have played that the speed type Sanji, and I don't know. They just I feel like if they did focus on just Onigashima Sanji and all of his ground combos, maybe there could be something. I think the number one change for Sanji that I would want, and I think Bull agreed with me, but if most of Sanji's ultimates could be used in the air, I'll be real, I would use a Diablo Jambe version of Hachi Sash. Like if there was a Jambe version of this, I think I would use it more if it was in the sky. Cause it's kind of weird. Like maybe I'm the only one, but it's kind of weird that this move isn't an ultimate. Like I don't get why most Joe. Mom, please get that from Joe. The mouse. He's sitting on the mouse. He saw the red light from it. What's good, Smug? Free my man Joe.
Hey! Watch out.
Get your hands off of Joe. No, Joe is a demon. Stop.
Who said get your hand off of Joe?
We're not joking Joe, bro. Joe is messing with stuff. Man, I bought that mouse. Relax. How you doing, Smug? What's good with you? But yeah, look. I do not have expectations for Kale Tecmo. Because at the end of the day...
Hey, stop it!
Joe, what are you doing? Stop trying to bite that.
Stop!
Joe. Stay away from Mom's cup. Stop looking over there. Joe, just get away from that area. On that Titanfall 2 grind, I wish Titanfall 3 was a thing, man. I miss that game. Such a fun game. Bro, that was my mom at the sink. I'm not choke slamming Joe. Even though I feel like it, because he keeps attacking everything.
He's gonna chew on the mouse.
Is the cord okay?
Hey! Dang it.
Joe, you're doing too much, man.
Leave my computer alone. I got work to do. Now sit down. You look like you. Sit down. Thank you.
Oh my god.
This right here, you can look at it, but you can't touch it.
Bro, this cat is like...
Okay?
Oh my god.
So Marcus.
Bro, this cat, bro.
Okay, watch.
I use most sky types except Dofi.
Look.
Let me tell you something about Dofi. And let me tell you something about these two sky types right here. Why is it that for Doflamingo, Crocodile, and Sanji, most of their most damaging ultimates are on the ground? Why? The birdcage on the ground. And then the only air ultimate Doflamingo has is Overheat, but it's a 3-star. Why is that his only air ultimate? Why is God Thread not in the air? they finally fixed the servers. So wait, they fixed the servers? Look, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now, bull. Taking this out of context, this cat is a demon. Yeah, you're cutting out the actual true context. This is crazy.
What? About Joe?
Look, Joe is a demon. We are not hitting Joe with a keyboard.
Who said that?
No, Joe be hurting us, bro. I'm telling you, there are days where Joe be boxing me. Paws up. He's an angel. No. Y'all are just saying this because he's a cat.
Joe. Go over there and talk to those people.
I never use his ultimates. Honestly, I think I might just do a no ultimate build for Dofi. Cause this is why I love dogs more, you know? Maybe. Cause this cat, bro, there was one time when he was like really little where he would just run into the wall for no reason. I don't even know what he would be doing. Like I was concerned. I was patting his head. Then he slaps my hand away and then bites me, runs away. And I'm like, what? Why did he just do that? Jinbei is fun too. I like using Jinbei. I just wish his full force burst where he gets Haki allows him to do more damage to Lokius.
That's a good pet name,
Jinbei?
Mm-hmm.
You want to see what Jinbei looks like? Okay, you want me to describe him?
No.
Okay, so his name is Martin Luther King Jinbei, right?
What? Who did that?
Oh, that's me. But anyways, he has that because
Who did that?
He's a fishman.
A fish?
Yes.
A fisherman?
No, he's a fish man.
He's a merman.
Yes, but mer people and fishmen are different in this series. But anyways, he has been fighting for the fishman racism that's been going on.
Man.
And he constantly beats allegations.
Man.
That's why he's called Martin Luther King Jinbei.
Somebody playing with history.
And then there's Arlong X.
Malcolm X.
No, Arlong X.
Really?
And then there's Frederick Tiger.
Don't say Frederick Douglass.
No, his name is Frederick Tiger, bro.
Who did that?
What do you mean?
Who named him?
Frederick Tiger?
That's Frederick Douglass. Who playing with it? Who else?
I mean, those are the main ones. I'm trying to think of an epithet for her, but her name is Otohime.
Otohime?
She's Rosa Parks of Fishman.
That is not funny.
What? No, I'm being serious. She fights for the fishman's rights, Mom.
That is not funny.
I never used Beje. Is he good? He's good, but only if he gets his crew out.
That's not funny.
Mom, this is not funny.
No, it's not funny.
Because this is serious. They fight for fishman racism.
Serious because those people fought. So that
What? These people doing the same. It's
same.
just Arlong X did.
Those people ain't doing bullpucky.
Okay, let me show you what Jinbei looks like
I
since
don't
you're over
care.
here.
They ain't doing bullpucky, man.
Honestly, he would be a black Samoan if he was in real life. Yeah.
They ain't doing bullpucky.
What are you talking about? They're doing a lot.
They're doing bullpucky.
Mom, Martin Luther King Jinbei has been fighting fishman racism for years.
Bullpucky.
It's not bullpucky.
Bullpucky.
Jinbei fighting for the rights. A fish everywhere.
Oh, bull puck.
What?
Like that baby on bullshit.
No, Jinbei.
It's Bullpucky.
Jinbei be fighting for the rights, Mom. You don't get it.
It's Bullpucky.
No, it's not.
Bullpucky.
He be fighting for rights.
Supply. No, it's...
We need Buggy. Yonko Buggy?
No, Bullpucky.
Would Yonko Buggy be...
Now, who's he supposed to be?
Huh?
Who's he supposed to be?
I mean, he's Buggy the Clown right there.
The older clown.
No, his name's Buggy.
I heard you say Bozo.
I know, right, Lava? We need to have a petition for Martin Luther King Jinbei.
No, need no petition for him.
Mom, MLKJ has been running stuff.
Really?
What? But yeah, Doflamingo should be a different type. Doflamingo.
He's in pink.
I mean, he has a pink coat, yeah, with feathers.
With feathers.
I mean, he's a real dude.
Like Ric Flair in the WWF.
I mean, I guess, sure, he could be Ric Flair. I guess. Technique type Doflamingo. That could be kind of crazy.
Doflamingo. A dude in a
His
pink.
name is Don Quinox Doflamingo.
Don Quinox.
What?
Don Conquistador.
Did you call him Donkey Kong Doflamingo? You could call him Joker, because he be smiling. Okay. But yeah, a technique type Doflamingo would be interesting. And then a technique type Crocodile could actually be pretty cool.
Crocodile Dundee.
What? What?
Crocodile Dundee.
No, Crocodile.
Crocodile Dundee?
Dundee?
Crocodile Dundee. Ooh, that's good.
What? Hold on, did you take that name and make a song from it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Don't get Hote. Play with Robin? I mean, she just breaks shields. I'm not doing it on this.
I gotta quit that one.
This is crazy.
Music been going.
Okay, she got the melody.
Yeah. What is that smell?
What smell? Did Joe poop?
You know that electrical smell like it's too much on the grill?
It's probably his stuff over there. Wait, you want me to play Crocodile? On this? Crocodile doesn't do enough damage. I mean, hold on, let me get out of this. Why are you always blaming Joe? You should let your mom rate One Piece characters. I don't know how she'll feel about most of these characters.
He's messing
Wait, who's that at the door? Mom, turn that off. Turn that off. Who's that?
Wisconsin tore her hamstring. Baby, you ain't gonna believe who I just saw. No. Remember the young kids that used to sit right there? They used to party all the time. Remember? Hey, I didn't party, I just got a little bed.
I'm looking for a good Brook build. Alright, let's talk about it.
On the elevator, and he's like, man, you still driving? I'm like, man, I thought you looked familiar.
What's wrong with Killer's 4-4 burst animation? The blades don't spin, I believe. Okay. So let's just go for it. So ultimate wise, the one that does the most damage is Soul Knock Slash. Like this one does full damage. The most damage out of all of his ultimates, but the reason why I'm using Songs of Scratches, Blizzard Slice, is because you could do more combos after this. But I believe Songs of Scratches and 3-Pace Hum, these two have more range than Soul Knock Slash. Soul Knock Slash doesn't have that much range compared to those two. But Songs of Scratches has way more utility because once they're frozen, you could go for another combo.
I mean, they ain't young kids, they're like, you know, early 20s, whatever.
Play Boa Hancock right now? Bro, but Boa sucks. The reason why I have party music is because that's a way to continue another combo. Say they're about to... Say they're not frozen anymore and their shields are about to go up. Before it goes up, you could use party music and keep them stunned enough so you could finish the combo and kill. I use this one for the high speed thrust, and it's good for like ending a combo. And I mean, this soul ability is cool and all, but it's like rather go for like more damage than anything. Oh yeah, that's cool. Entertainment. Now, skill wise, for sure, right now, Heat Up and Worked Up are like really, really good currently. Like two of the best skills that we're at, for sure. Shatter could definitely be pretty good on Brook, I think. Rage of Lion, I heard this one is good, but I don't know. Boa mains don't exist for real. I don't think I've run into people who play Boa like that. Like, I've run into Reiju fans who play like that. Yeah, taking up 2 slots isn't worth it. And plus, Shatter is right here. So you don't really need to run Rage of Lion. Like, if Shatter can increase damage to strong enemies when not in armor break state, then you don't need Rage of Lion. Besides Heat Up, Worked Up, and Shatter, for sure, probably Storm and Stress, because this is specifically for speed types. And obviously, Full Force Burst Enhancement, just to increase the attack And resilience for the durability. Oh, right. I have 2 more slots. I forgot about that. Something... Concentration, just so you can get your special moves faster, and then... Well, you can either run concentration or just do, like, fucking Captain's Will, because I believe this one is good? I don't know. Where's Great Pirate's Ire? Because I know that was, like, the last good one that was on Brook. Did I pass it? No, I didn't. Right there. Like, this one, very good, so you can consistently freeze enemies. And, yeah. Couple way. That's, like, skill-wise, this is what you should run for Brook. Special move-wise, you can run whatever you want, really. Like, ultimate, just know, Soul Knock Slash does the most damage, but its range is terrible. Like, these two have way more range. I say Blizzard Slice because this one has more utility. And the way I play Brook is I just go for the utility so it can lead to more combos.
Come on, Joe. Get up. Joe won't come up, right?
Now, to talk about
Joe?
Boa,
No yum yum.
I don't even know what's good on Boa.
No yum yum.
Come on.
Like, the fact that she's a technique type makes it so weird. Thank you, I really appreciate it. No worries, Gio.
Joe.
Exactly. Now, ultimate, I actually run 2 ultimates on her.
Shake. He's gonna knock you down.
Come here, Joe.
Give him some milk. Milk.
Lucky I play on PS5. Oh, me too.
What is that?
I smelled it.
I smell like ammonia.
Like somebody's cleaning.
Okay. Because it's not, I thought it was like his shit bucket at first. Okay. It smells like ammonia or something. Okay, what is this?
I play on Switch. I heard this game was terrible on Switch. But the best ultimates for Boa, I think it's between these two, right? Don't hurt him, like. No, Joe's just hungry, but he just ate a few minutes ago. I had to give him some catnip. It legit plays the exact same. Interesting. Well, are there a lot of people playing on the Switch?
Really?
Yeah, this one is better because of the fact it can group people up. And then the reason I just run 2 ultimates is because Slave Arrow is just a way to put people to stun. And then for her other ability,
Snail,
I don't even know. I think Snake Pick Dance is trash. Snake Road, eh. Queen Stomp is eh. And Slave Ballista is eh. Pistol Kiss, it's kind of like what was that one move from Katakuri Mochi
The
Hadan,
hand I've invited
where he
to come
just
to find
constantly
Corpus
shoots
will
mochi
all
bullets.
pass their trials.
It's pretty much that. So that's why I'm running it.
4 ships have now been lost.
And
The last one was flying my ranks.
Great Pirate's Ire is definitely useful. I think just increasing her damage is going to be definitely the most important.
What is to be done about my ships?
Like, you could really just run that. And I just have critical attack just to make sure.
I want to seize the stepstones by
Even when they get out of stone,
I am not prepared to start a war.
they're still unconscious and you can do full damage to
I'm
them
not the priest
at the end of the
What do you
day.
think provides
So yeah.
ships until
Well, it's a story, He said he couldn't never enter open war with the free cities. Where that can
Geez,
happen,
is there another character y'all want to see a build for? Well, we could try to theory craft a build.
I don't know what was up with that. Maybe his box was dirty or.
The king's own brothers.
Still the most useless character. I don't even know if I could say she's the most useless when Buggy's right there, right next to her.
Without even a protest.
Yonko Buggy
caution
build.
you, Lord Chorus,
A cat, if they
the
box
seat
is
of the
dirty,
king's
they
table
don't like
does
it.
not make you
They
his
ain't gonna shit it. They'll
Yeah,
put it somewhere
her
else.
full force burst sometimes kills on activation. Well, anybody that's around her.
to see if we might find him.
Try Kid. Okay, I'll do a Yonko Buggy, then try Kid, and then Barto.
They won't shit it.
All right, so let's start with Buggy,
They'll shit on it.
and I'll delete all his skills. So first off, his best ultimate. I think I want to run 3 ultimates because Muggy Ball is just a good combo finisher, but Chop Chop Festival,
At least the princess.
it's a good way to group up people. Now I heard that this one is good. I need to try it though.
There's some better use.
Yeah, that's facts. Chopper is the most trash. But even then, Chopper's Monster Point with full force burst can potentially one-shot characters, which is kind of weird to think about.
This knight will protect you as well.
Buggy kicks, yes. Now, the special Buggy Ball, if you cancel it, the Buggy Balls will still shoot. But there's a lot of ways to like play this though.
Why does 2 girls
I heard that this one's another.
with the high school with me
Step forward, Sir Desmond.
carry this little
Like for the most part, this is what I run, but I could always change it. I remember before Chop Chop Surprise Clown did a decent amount of damage to like giant characters.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
all these years and I
Ain't nothing you can do about that.
But, like,
Ain't nothing you gonna ever be able. If they run
I think
around
for
here
sure,
40 years,
Buggy is one of those characters who
hanging on to that,
benefits from Shatter and Heat Up.
leave it alone.
And honestly,
We got shit to do.
probably work up, but he doesn't really need it.
About 40, 50-year-old shit.
Even though, I'll just put it on him anyways.
Sir Raymond Mallister. Son of Lord Lyman Mallister of Seagull. Winner of the melee at Cider Hall.
I mean, yeah,
He
you
was
can
the
do
last
this,
man of the troops
resilience,
Sir Raymond was made
How
concentration.
many of these knights have combat experience?
Now for the last 2 abilities.
Sir Kristen Cole.
On land, attack enhancement could also be good on Buggy. You know, I kind of forget about devotion sometimes.
You still combat in Stormlands?
Dornish marches, Princess.
I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong,
Against the Dornish invasion.
devotion is cool, but
Ireland Dondarrion nice
resilience is just better for full force burst builds.
it's the dragon.
You know what? I haven't either, but that was.
Let's not be too
But I mean,
Dragon.
I I thought it was Game of Thrones.
It's
We
the
can.
next part of Game of Thrones.
Houses such as
You could try it.
Gloucester are important allies of the crown. Seagull, for instance, is the realm's finest.
And you could put Giant Killer on Buggy. That could probably be good.
Really good. But he ended up with that in there.
Did you not?
Oh yeah, critical attack. I say is really good on Buggy because you can constantly combo.
The Valyrian capital was built into a
Okay,
volcano.
now
Inside
next,
Dragon's
Kido.
The dragon lords, the highest of the ability.
Use this
The teeth
Kido.
of the volcanic face.
Let's see
Closest to the source
what
of
we
their
got
magic.
for that.
And this was the unknown. But the blood mages were.
Special move wise, I run 2 ultimates. Even though I kind of want to change Slaughter,
I only pour over the histories and provide the plans.
just because it takes too long to come out. I might just put Conqueror's Hockey, but I don't know. But for sure, Absorb and Cluster have to be, like Absorb, Cluster, Full Force Burst has to be on whatever build for Kid. Like those 3 are a staple. The last one you can really just go crazy with. I mean, Vortex is actually a pretty decent one to put on him. Oh, this is the build that I usually go with for Kid Duel. But I actually do have to add Heat Up and Worked Up. And
Look what she's doing to the king.
the reason why I have Tenacity is, God, I just hate when Kid gets like pushed away and he loses his arms, bro. I hate that.
She's giving him special attention.
But yeah, that's what I run for Kid.
No, man.
But he's a king.
Like Kid,
It ain't got to that.
I mean, a king's supposed to get like special attention.
Never she would approach me.
Because
What have you to have?
There are times when
She's
I'd
telling
rather
him what
fix
to
the
do.
death himself
She's
than
giving
my
advice
own.
for her dad, who is the king advisor.
I think she would open herself to you. We do have something easier about you.
oh, and that's another combo you can do for Kid.
You didn't mention how to talk to me, do you?
Actually, I think I would run Vortex. I don't even know why I wasn't using it
I feel
before.
she wouldn't understand.
you got a big house. Have to go.
And you see, that's the problem. I got frozen, immediately lost my stuff.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, like.
But this is another thing. You could do the first hit, triangle, 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 and then cancel it into absorb. You can jump, and you can see it's still down there.
I'm not worried enough as if lords and kings were.
And I think you can cancel it into vortex. Let me see. Yeah, you could do that, and that's an easy way to get hits up for Kid.
You had a grill like hers, and you need a little bit. Okay, go on over here. But first, come out like this big. Come out like big as that wine glass.
Oh yeah, and if you do 2 hits in the air and press triangle, you can use a skill after that to get extra hits. One, 2, bam, and you can see it's still going, and it stays for a pretty good amount there. But that's why I think the increasing damage with hit is very useful on Kid because he can do that. So he has a consistent way of constantly having a damage buff. I need a Shanks build the most? Okay, let me give you a Shanks build after this Barto. So, Barto, it took a minute. And Bull is right. Chopper is the most ass in the game. I'll be real.
I didn't think there was
Maybe it's just because like the AI I'm fighting is, I don't know, the AI I be fighting be playing like a crazy character, right? Oh, just to show you, this is what I'm running, even though I need to switch this out with something else. I think I want to do like 3 ultimates. Because besides this, having another ranged option, I don't know, it's really 50-50 with this move. But Barrier Crush and Barrier Fortress are very good on Barto. Now, when it comes to everything else, Heat Up, definitely good on Barto. And Shatter could be good. Same with Worked Up. Like, obviously, you could run these 3 for most characters.
I wanted to assure you how much I value the bond between our houses. My niece is my favorite cousin, Joe. I wish to apologize.
Where
At the
is...
Snow Castle today, Grace. It was my attempt to make a fence.
Oh, yeah, Giants.
Your fleet is one of the realm's most important assets, Lord Corliss. But you must understand.
Yeah, Barto's gimmick with Heat Up is so broken. And it's actually kind of crazy to think about.
Might I speak plainly, Your Grace?
Actually, critical attack. Like, you could either do critical or Great Pirate Ire because of his gimmick, but doing critical attack to increase how long people are unconscious so we can consistently do more damage, it's crazy.
Sophus inherited has claimed the Targaryen seat on Dragonstone without challenge. And now a foreign power has established a colony in our most critical shipping lane.
You paint such an aspiring portrait of Marie.
It is an honest time, cousin.
And look at how many stacks I got off
And the
Rick.
blinding incursion in the stepstones is the only way to demonstrate that we are not.
To elude a storm, you can either sail into it or around it. But you must never await its coming.
Look at how many stacks I got off Rip just spamming square in the air.
My lord.
Join our families. Wed our daughter Lynn. Unite the 2 great surviving Valyrian houses. With the Targaryen dragons and the Velaryon fleet bound in blood, you can show the realm that the crown's strongest days are ahead, not behind.
And then with this up,
Hasn't even been half the years.
look at how many hits pop up after that.
To strengthen your line and reduce more
Bro, his gimmick with Heat Up is so broken. You could actually make him so viable. Like, it's actually kind of crazy that this one skill actually makes Barto kind of broken.
Go away.
You just need to piss off a lot of people. Like, it... Look at how many hits I got, bro. Okay, now, Shanks build. Let me hit you with it. Bro, you could... it's crazy how easily Barto can max out the hit counter. So, special move wise, this is what I run. And I think you could say for every other Yonko or character with Conqueror's Hockey, it's all if you want to use it or not. But Shanks, the reason why his Conqueror's Hockey is good is because after using his Conqueror's Hockey, you can get the hockey buff for him. So literally, after you use like your first hockey buff in a full combo, you could use Conqueror's Hockey after it and get his hockey back. Power Wave, even if you run out of hockey, this is still considered like a full hockey attack, so you could use that again.
Maggots? What?
This is our best chance to save
gangrene or something?
Now, ability-wise, I believe a lot of people run Screw Blade, because I remember it doing a good amount of damage in the past, but yeah. Like, ultimate-wise, you can really use whatever you want. I run New World Attack because this has a lot of range. Conqueror's Hockey because I got the hockey buff, and obviously, yeah. Now, skill-wise, definitely concentration is good. Resilience is obviously good. Full Force Burst increases his Conqueror's Hockey attack, and oh yeah, I do have 2 other abilities. Heat Up, and instead of running Worked Up, I could run Shatter. And then instead of Cheat Death, I remember the skill that I always ran back in the day before I started changing builds is oh my god, it was Battle Instinct. I think it was either Battle Instinct or Giant Fist, just so I did more damage to giants.
Would certainly signal unity throughout the realm and beyond.
The Grand Master's reasoning is I do feel what Nero might think.
What does it matter, your best?
And I know a lot of people are thinking, wait, why do you have Battle Instinct when you have Concentration? I don't know what it is about using these 2 together, but you can get all your abilities crazy fast after.
The pain of her passing still haunts me.
So yeah, Smoked Potato, if you want, you can run this build.
You are the king. But I don't envy you.
I've had it since like this morning. Yeah, put a team in it. Because I took a pill earlier, and then it was,
Oh wait, this is doing a lot of damage. I need to see how much this. I don't think I've ever tested this yet.
What was it like flying the
I mean, at that time, that's how you got out.
But the reason why I put this regular ability instead of the ult is because again, it's always gonna be max hockey. Even if you don't have max hockey. Now I believe this does more damage with max hockey. Let me see. I need one of those Cougars to spawn.
What am I having with a fraction? You finna plump food like a motherfucker.
Hey, when you Cougars spawn, guys. Man, they're all over there.
With her fractions and shit, she finna plunk the hell out. Oh, yeah, she's a cute little girl, but no, that's like eating that motherfucker cornbread and it ain't done yet.
Alright, so how much is
like gummy?
I know I don't have like full hit stuff.
She's a gorgeous little girl. She's gonna be a beautiful.
What did your mother?
But I don't wanna get with her like that. No, like I said, the undone cornbread. The homebread that was supposed to be on 400 and you like cooked it at 250.
It's actually kind of crazy.
No, it ain't ready in the middle.
She's watching.
Now who is she?
That's the daughter.
His daughter.
His heir.
But he's fucking her friend. Or trying to fuck her friend.
Her friend is trying to get close with
It bothers you, does it not?
because her father was pushing her. The same age as his daughter.
Okay, so the father and
That
this
surprisingly.
oh, stupid shit. He's just trying to
Okay, Shank's
come
about
up
kind of
and
crazy.
use his baby.
And I didn't even try to focus on combos. I just wanted to see how it would
I
be
think
with
that's
just
both
his
fucking-
base
I think,
attack.
Daddy needs his motherfucking get punched in the face. You gonna throw your little baby out there on a grown ass man like that? You know, I've seen that shit in the hood.
Okay, is there another character anybody wants to see a build for? I know y'all talked about Chopper, but I'm just letting you know. Regardless if you use a good build on him or not, Chopper is gonna stay the same.
His new wife will produce new.
Now Mihawk though,
Chances are better than not that one goes female.
high key. This game really got me playing Mihawk way more.
She's married to the
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
Oh, I wish that could happen. But the men of the realm already have their opportunity.
And actually,
to appoint a ruling queen with the Great Council.
yeah,
and they denied it.
I don't think anybody has any other characters y'all asked for. Cause
Queens never lost.
Kid,
But they bent the knee
Shanks,
to me and forced me out
Bucky,
of the throne.
She reminds her of
Chopper.
father's menopause and carry their cups.
Sleeping on Bucky is crazy.
Here is the hard truth, which no one else has the heart to tell. Men sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman with 70 iron shine. And
She's
your
not
heart.
blowing the clock. Almost. It started early. I'm talking about the noise.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 10, 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on two videos that are just talking about
The small council
ways
version
that
to
the game could have more replayability.
seems the realm
Using a
of
cylinder on Kid, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'll try it. It's just,
Good and kind queen will give comfort to his subjects.
There she goes. Right up in his face again.
Does the small council have a particular name?
I mean, I'll try
Her
it.
dad told her.
It's an old man that.
No, she
Lord
tried to
Corlys
put
Velaryon has offered the hand.
No,
of
that's not
control.
her. That's not the same girl.
That is the daughter's
Who's
best
very
friend.
secret?
The girl with the.
That doesn't mean
I'm sure that she is
She's the best
the
friend.
leader of the country.
The other girl.
Right, that's
Okay.
his daughter. But
So
she
what
don't
is he
know.
fucking the most?
He's not together about anything yet. But his dad's pushing.
Her dad. Well, what about the other girl? Who's her dad? The other guy.
The long hair,
Corlys and Kate.
the white hair,
Yeah.
he's the two.
I actually can't tell if there's a higher damage that I'm doing. I literally can't tell. Hold on.
Fuck that little girl, man. Come on now.
I need to try this against Whitebeard.
Girl, but I got more hair than you. I can't fuck that little girl.
this is very conscious.
So, cylinder only works with repel. Gotcha. I'll be real. That's how you can tell I really don't play with it. Because
Your Grace,
Man,
I've
how's
called a
that?
small council for an emergency session. Why? I think it's actually like that. So,
Okay, white beard's here. Cool.
Scorpidoso se prince droman tomepso iluroti riladixo.
Dalinos diamond city asidas eglise.
The prince left the mystery which I believe.
It is a pleasure.
You know, okay, I really can't tell.
Rightful heir to the Iron Throne announced that he is to take a second life in the tradition of all.
I mean, I can tell it's doing damage. I just can't tell if it's doing like crazy damage.
Her grace is with child, and is to have a dragon's egg placed in the babe cradle in the custom of House Targaryen. The prince has invited you to his wedding. It is in 2 days' time.
Who is Lady Messiah?
Yeah, man, maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I definitely see that this is doing damage.
My brother wishes to promote. So answers to
The realm is watching.
Oh, yeah, it actually took a good chunk. Even if it was, it didn't look that big, it did take a large amount out of, Oh, what the? Yeah, maybe I'm just not saying it. So it's whenever you use repel, it can just go off. Well, that can actually be pretty decent.
I will go to Dragonstone and drag David back to face
Like probably with full stacks, like with probably 6,000 hit, it could do some crazy damage on a boss. But maybe I just need more evidence. Because, yeah, maybe I'm just not seeing it. Okay, let me refresh the stream real quick. But yeah, believe me or not, but I used to main Beje heavy in this game. And I think it was the Reddit where a lot of people who were playing Beje, we were trying to find the right recipe. Yeah, man, look, Elijah, I'm probably just not seeing it because.
Sahara will also join us.
Yeah, man, maybe I just need to try it again. He's only fun when he can actually do his gimmick correctly. But explosive work is such an important skill for Beje because every soldier that he brings out pulls out a bomb and explodes it around them wherever they are, which can be a great way of building a pit. Speaking of which, I need to add those. By the way, for a lot of characters, I don't recommend Indomitable Spirit, but for Beje, he kinda needs it.
I ain't gonna hit the game.
But even if I didn't want to put that on him, we're here for full builds, so let me remove that. But yeah, Beje benefits a lot from Indomitable Spirit, because let me tell you, Beje is just a ragdoll for most of the game. If he's not able to fully get out his gimmick, which is why I put on tenacity, because, yo, you think it's bad
And lead
for Kid,
Dragonstone by order of his grace, King
and
Where is the
Viserys.
king? I don't see
even
him.
then,
His
Kid
grace
can
will
at
never allow
least still
itself
do
to entertain
damage
such
and stuff.
this farce.
For Beje, if he gets knocked over, hold on.
Sir Crispin, isn't it?
Sir Crispin Cole, my friend.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off the sword.
Like for
Very good.
This is
Beje,
a truly pathetic show. Are you so desperate for the king's attention?
when he gets
that you're
knocked over,
skulking
it's
about like a
literally
common
the worst
Simply
thing.
keeping with the traditions of my house, the same as my brother did for his heir.
Those
Because
traditions
once he
are the
gets
true
knocked
born
over-
children of royalty, not the bastards fathered on a common whore.
Lady Missari is to be my wife.
This is an abomination. With every
Hey.
breath you soil your name, your house, and your brother's reign.
Our love does not know titles and traditions.
Yeah, once Beje gets knocked over, he can't do his gimmick,
The king made me their
and
commander. They
he
are
loses
loyal to
all
me.
the people that he just
Who comes
summoned,
to the egg?
because the timer will usually be up by that point.
Are you mad? You've never survived this.
What happened? Neither would you.
The two minds here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
Like, it takes too much to get value out of Beje. That's why I'm saying they should make character, and I'm gonna make a video on this, but character-specific skills that you can add to a skill set would be more beneficial.
Seriously? A dragon.
Because imagine Beje has a skill where once he uses full force burst, or once he has his soldiers out, they follow him, and they don't just stand there
All of
when
you,
they're close on him.
sheathe the fucking steel.
Oh, so it's like, okay. So the closer they are to the cylinder, the more damage it does. Because it depends on every chunk that they get hit by. Okay. So it'll probably...
It just got real. It got real. All of a
But
sudden.
for Kid, it'll probably be more beneficial to run Shatter.
I want one of those.
Like, it's probably beneficial to run Shatter, because if you can do even more damage to an enemy while they're not in armored state, that would be way more useful.
I want one of those guys. Can you imagine pulling up
And then instead
around
of
the crib like,
yeah.
what'd you say? I got a lizard that's
I think I might
from.
use Hero Strength or Hero's Physique.
Yeah.
I think I might use Hero's Physique just to make sure he doesn't die so quickly.
¿Qué panucha ineze dristuru? Darira rosso trostas. Que su iglesia no zolazmian con isa.
Okay, someone tell me, what are the best skills to use on Sanjay? Well, the best abilities. Because skill-wise, I mean, at the end of the day, he's... What did I put on this? This one. Yeah, for Sanji. Actually, you could put Aerial Expert.
And right here, uncle. The object of your ire. The reason that you were disinherited.
I guess Shatter could be good, because I remember seeing Bull's gameplay. He was doing a lot of damage on Whitebeard. He was just like letting him have it. Airborne Adept? Definitely Shatter, okay. Dark Shinobi, hello. How are you doing? Oh, Power Overwhelming is probably good. Now, special moves, I'll be real. For Sanji, Vengeance Shot is one that I see a lot of Sanjis use. But I also see Reception just to get people in the air. I think this one? I don't know which one is the one that does the most damage in the air is Hell Memories, I'm pretty sure. Be right back. Okay, so when it comes to ultimates for Sanji, I actually use extra Hashi a lot.
You want to protect me, Dylan.
From his ground combos.
Until the king
I'll be
decides to
real,
declare
I think
that
I'd rather
such a
use,
seat.
like, ultimate wise, I don't think I would use an ultimate in the air for Sanji. What's good? Dark, honestly, man, nothing much.
I have been sold this property more
Like,
times
I'm really
than a
just
slip of
chilling.
coin.
Extra Hashi is probably the one I would use the most, but that's on the ground.
You're safe with me, I swear it.
You are Targaryen. You can afford to
Let me try
play
this.
stupid games with the king, but I cannot. I didn't want to do the
Yeah, I like doing this.
How?
Do, and then getting everybody up in the air. Oh yeah, actually, that's good for air combos.
No, please, Lord, wow.
I have come looking for an unencumbered gift. That's all I would ever give you, yes? Ever since my name was read by the Archpriestess of the Great Council, I have served Corvus Belliger's endless Siak from across the Great Water.
You safe upon that land, sleep in the ground.
What mission is this? Oh, I'm kind of just. But for Sanji, I don't really recommend using air ultimates for him.
And she is the eldest daughter of the wealthiest house in the realm. She comes
optional because
it's
yeah, sky type power dash. Because those always. I'm doing strong people in the new world.
She will mature.
I never asked you.
Now, we have truly dissected it, but I remember somebody wanted me to use Robin, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to use Robin before. Hold on, let me scroll up just to make sure. I believe it was a new person. Hold on.
You should also consider that we find ourselves on the precipice of war in the steppes.
But somebody wanted me to use Robin. Now, here's the thing. Robin with Shatter, Heat Up.
Who is he to me?
No one.
Hold on, let me get rid of this. Let's say we add this, and then... Oh my god, what was it?
Fair play for a man of his position.
Power overwhelming, right?
If you truly want my unencumbered opinion,
is a must for combos? I don't even know, bro.
Say Porthos and fix him as your son. Permanently as an ally.
Like, Robin is surprisingly another one of the Straw Hats who, even though they didn't get an update like that, she can do some crazy damage. Like, look at how much damage she just did. I basically one-shot Sparrow right there. That's crazy. Oh, I need to see when Whitebeard comes in.
You disobeyed. You fled King's Landing without a word. You acted without the crown's leave. You are my only
See, I wish they... I'm glad that Robin does crazy damage. I just wish the other Straw Hats were somewhat like that. Well, not including, like Zoro... Zoro's...
I'm retreating out without bloodshed. A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
But, Dark, so, what are you gonna be doing tomorrow, man? Are you gonna be busy?
I sometimes forget how the light travels well. Your mother's absence. So we wouldn't put our here. Without her, the Red Keeper's lost the warmth, and I dare say it will never recover.
Look at it.
Pleases me to hear you say this.
Oh.
You know that you're not alone in my grief.
Ah, there he is.
I wish I had been better.
Look at... Bro, look at how much damage I just did to Whitebeard's shield. Look at how much damage. That was only 3 square presses. 3 square presses and I was doing that.
She understands what is now expected of me.
Please look at me.
I could never replace you. No more than I intend to replace you as heir. But you are my only heir. Delaware is bountiful. Too easily ended. By drawing the game, I begin to ensure that that is affected.
Against him.
Bro, it's actually kind of crazy. Robin can just shred.
You are the king. And so your first duty is to the realm. Never would have understood this. Just as I did.
With lineage factor? Can we try that? But yeah, honestly, Robin is actually a character I would say who... Oh my god, it's just kind of crazy. She really does a lot of damage though. Henry, what character are you using?
Good morrow, my lords.
Oh yeah, you know what?
I have decided
Godusov.
to take a new wife.
So when it comes to him, you can actually run Heat Up heat up and shatter. Now, Cavendish build? Sure, I can show you. But a lot of people, well, mainly Bull, was talking about a consistent way to get hits. With Usopp's triangle, that is a way to consistently get hits. With his four squares into triangle. Because you gotta summon the mushroom. The mushroom, surprisingly, is a great way to consistently get hits. Oh.
Valarian's origins reach back to Valerian. More ancient even than the House Targaryen. According to some texts. But unlike the Targaryens, we were not
I killed Sabo pretty early there.
My house had to scratch out the insistence from the sea with grit. When I ascended the Driftwood throne, I knew where I wanted. So I went out and seized it. Unlike every other lord of the realm, I can say that I built my house's high seat.
Now Cavendish.
Of mine own back.
For Cavendish build, Heat Up is gonna be a good one. Like, honestly, all these new skills make Cavendish even more broken than he already is. Like, he was already a consistent character who can break guards pretty easily. I run a double full force burst for him. Half and half. Look, Bluebird is okay, but half and half gets the whole, like, a larger area. Larger area, delete shields. Now, other ability wise, I see either people running Whirlwind, Scent of a Rose just for healing,
Petitioning the king to send my navy into the territory.
or like there's a couple. For this fourth skill, you can run anything really. And I always forget that I need to update all of my skills, because I really just throw shit on these characters. Yeah, half and half is so broken. It's kind of crazy. Where is concentration? And hold on. Jeez, you know what? I might as well just fix this completely.
Waiting in the stepstones is a chance for you to
shatter, heat up, worked up. Then
the other realm's second sun state.
I can put full force burst enhancement, resilience, concentration. Next, I'll go back up and and then the last one, I can kind of just go crazy with this, but you know what? Where is Giant Killer? Now this is the combo you're talking about. You could use square triangle, summon that, and then go into Hakuba to get more hits.
I have decided to burn your head. Nothing more.
Because let's say for Joe's here. Oh my god.
Kingsguard candidates Sir Kristen Cole.
Because while that gets hits, this
I want
gets
to seize the
more.
stepstones by force and burn out this craftsman. I am not prepared to start a war.
Your father will produce new heirs, and chances are one of those will be male. As a brown will expect him to be heir.
I intend to marry Lady Alison Hightower.
What's in the stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth. The other realm's second sons, the worth is not given, it must be made.
Because of his activation. Yeah, I kind of run Hakuba as his own ultimate.
Last Valerian is coming for you! The sea snake will have your footsie fucking head! No, please!
Yeah, with Hakuba you have to do square triangle so you can build up more hits.
Fuck your whore mother and bastard father! No!
Man, I love using Mihawk. With these new skills, and this is why I really want like character-specific skills, because not only would it make playing the character different, but it could allow characters to like get played more. Like for instance, with Mihawk, the biggest problem was like his hockey stick. So let's say they add like a character-specific Mihawk skill where he could keep his hockey state like in full force burst. Off rip, you would see way more people playing Mihawk.
imaginal hair you'll get.
He does have my name.
Your eyes are red.
Yes, he does. And you have my nose. 2 years old and already on a forehead.
Makes him broken also. Like, his air combos do more damage than the ground combos. But imagine if he had a full force burst where he keeps his hockey state on the ground. Bro, so many people would be playing Mihawk. Or imagine an ability that allows Kinemon's fire. That allows Kinemon's fire to, like, maybe cause a fire explosion once it's on the field. Like, you don't even need to touch the ability for Kinemon. By the way, how many people do you see play Kinemon these days? Because I'll be real, I don't think I see anybody play Kinemon.
Men sabotage our fleet under the cover of dark.
Not today, Tyler.
The matter of the stepstones is regrettably urgent.
It's been 3 years. It can wait another 3 years.
So, like, what I'm saying is, you see this fire thing? What if he had an ability where he can just cause that giant fire explosion with just by summoning the flame? So this way you don't have to constantly, you know, focus around trying to make sure the flame actually hits.
Their cell souls have been withdrawn close, Your Grace. Even the mercenaries can see that it is losing effort.
That's what you want. Be sure.
The Valarian forces have suffered heavy attrition, Your Grace.
Yeah, I know he's a technique type, which is like, kind of, like, it's just weird, because most of the time, maybe I'm the only one, but, like, his flames sometimes don't do the damage it's supposed to. Well, sometimes they just don't do damage.
We're here to intervene now, after so long. We think the time is due. Can someone come?
Where in the seven hells Rhaenyra might be?
And I only noticed this when I started, like, playing Kinemon again. Like, his abilities were doing more damage than the actual flames itself. Like, the flame gimmick that he has wasn't really doing anything, and I was wondering what the heck it was.
Your Grace.
Okay, stop.
So yeah.
That's my dream. Your presence is into the courtyard. The royal hunt race to the palace.
No, I know what the ability does, but most of the time they don't really do they don't really do damage. And I'm wondering, like, what the heck is the problem?
The king wishes you to join us. We must celebrate. We will struggle to be together. Perhaps the king's son. Or the king's command. Yes, but in a wanted way. But it needn't be. None of it need be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
Right?
But isn't this splendid? The whole of our family of celebration and adventure in the kingdom.
Are you gonna be a stick in the mud right now,
Should you be traveling on such tradition? The Maester said that being out in nature would do me well.
Not doing it?
You will be with your own.
Ow. Hold on.
Not so bad. The days are long, but Aegon came quickly and without fuss.
maybe I'm doing something wrong, but
You should ride out.
yeah, maybe it's just glitching for me. But
Force through like children would have been sorted.
most of the time, those explosions don't do any damage to characters.
How would you like to participate?
I'm not sure why I'm asking.
Because you are my daughter, the princess. And you have duty. I'm sorry?
And I am ceaselessly
You
reminded.
would need to be reminded. Whoever attended you.
No one's here for me.
Okay, y'all are just spawning too much around me. Get out of here. Did I not? I swear I spawned like 5 or 6 of those. What? Oh. Lost building. Wait. When the flames are on the field, don't instantly detonate them. And make 4 then use light attack because of technique. Wait, light attack? I mean, his gimmick is all centered around getting flames on the ground, making characters get near them, then pressing triangles so the fire explosion could do damage. But I'm telling you, most of the time when I do that, it doesn't do damage.
I fear God should not make me to might I sit with you, my lady?
I mean, it's not like Kinemon even needs that either. He's a DLC character. Which, surprisingly, he actually does a lot of damage already.
Perhaps the princess can give us some insight. Well, I'm not sure how I've heard. I've never been to the sector. Your dear uncle is the great mind behind this war, is he not? I wouldn't know. I've not spoken to them in years. Since you supplanted him as heir. They were made princess, lady thing. The princess was more suited to them. He's made mercy. The king must put an end to it. Send fleets and men and clear out the tower. But the promise of the war, the crown, is its princess. When your father refuses to admit it, you've been dragged into it by your uncle and deceives you. You have yourself one floats they do it down, very carefully.
Wait, did they drop over here? Well, most of them did, yeah. Technique types can press light attack during combos user friendly. Well, I know that. Hold on, let me just spawn a lot of them.
I want the princess. You only set the mind
It doesn't. When you do that, it doesn't activate it. You have to press triangle to make the explosion go off. Either the triangle, or you could use the skill that I have on to cause the explosion. But like doing it in a combo doesn't cause an explosion.
We find a point going a little bit. Maybe long.
Because if it did, then right here, all of them would have exploded. After one square and triangle.
Near my home. Have you been?
Once. On tour with my mother when I was young. Honestly, can't recall much of that, maybe.
The Rock strikes the house of the hotel in Old Town. Taller still than the walls on the moon. It's been said. There's one with a standard of prayer. On a perfect day, I could see sunset.
What was the sunset?
I don't have dragons, of course.
And again, with Kinemon, you don't even need to do that since he's a DLC character. He already does decent damage to shields. Why are those flames in the form of a penis? That's not okay, Bandai. Don't dash cancel? Alright.
Is that what I am to you? A prize to proffer about to your houses.
There's a Jason Nams does an excellent match. But I thought she was in common. Since you came of age, I've been slowly driving the local party, thrown from every corner of the marriage proposals there. And I have tried often to discuss it. But you've refused me every time.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Even I do not exist without tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace.
You must marry.
Okay, I
Yes,
didn't cat
the Royal
dash
Huntsman
cancel.
Central report, Your Grace, has been a sighting of a white hart.
Oh, Joseph, perfect.
The stag is the king of the King's Wood, Your Grace, a regal portent to Prince Aegon's name.
Yeah, that's his whole gimmick, and it's still kind of weird that they made him a technique type, but I kind of get it since his main thing was like cutting fire. Yeah, I mean I get it. I still think it's weird that he's a technique type, but you know, if his gimmick is just centered around making fires, cutting it, I guess so. What's up, Pride for us? What's my name? Like, what? But you're using him wrong? Alright, fine. I'll read his stuff. Because obviously I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Alright, well, go to his stuff.
What happened, Mary?
My father trying to sell me off to Jason Lannister.
If an
Was I
absorption
named
attack
that
is
I
used, all
learned
the lingering
that I'm
flames can be
further
gathered.
understanding of another
Okay.
casting role.
Want me to kill him?
So, okay.
You should return to camp, Peter.
Am I supposed to use a specific ultimate or like what?
It's a beautiful day. You should take him to Kingswood.
Like maybe I gotta use
Were
this
you
one.
ever betrothed?
That's
Sister?
what.
I had an adventure.
What drives me nuts, cake? I don't really know. Okay. Let me summon a bunch of flames. Oh, they don't. Okay, so they don't activate when they're in the air, when you're in the air, obviously.
So long ago. Yeah, I was not power to write my name into the white book.
Okay, they activate. Oh, then that would wait. Why even have it activate in the air if you can't activate his gimmick in the air? That's kind of weird. But okay, Jozu, I need you to stop being you for a second. Jozu, Jozu, just go away. Do I know Russian? No. Wait, but that's so weird. Like, why would they have this ability? Oh, and you can only okay. So this ability can only be for a set amount of area. Wait, but that's so weird.
The beast is up with a 35 stone. Before the dragon, over Westeros. White-hearted, symbol of royalty meeting. And on this day,
What language I know? American. You are losing damage? Bro, it's Kinemon. Okiku next, maybe? Sure. Alright, let me see this. Hold on, I gotta pull this up on my phone. Because obviously I can't watch it while playing this game. Sure, I could talk to you about Kiku.
Your Grace, I had this forged in the Golden Gallery in honor of
Please watch it, it will help. Alright, let me see it.
It's quite a thing.
I hope it might provide the stroke against your white flag.
What you been up to, Pride?
King of the King's Wood. It's as if the sun himself had blessed this day.
Thank you for your generosity.
I would be honored to take the Princess Renera to wife, Your Grace. But I offer you a crown on your daughter, strength.
Do you think that House Targaryen wants for strength?
Was that I offered you more dragons? Did you not take them?
Do you have dragons to offer?
Castle Rock is a splendid seat. Renera may take her place there by my side without shame and feel herself well compensated for her loss in station.
What loss of station?
If you were to name young Avon
okay.
And when would I be doing that?
Scrolling through stuff for this game, I feel it. Is there a character you use in Pride? Alright, hold on, Henry. Because now I gotta play Kinemon again.
Of course not.
My favorite pastime.
To report rebellion stirring in my kingdom.
Rebellion? There has been nothing of the sort. Your Grace,
I did not decide to name Renera my heir on a whim. All the lords of the kingdom would do well to remember that. Thank you for the gift.
Again, I'm gonna be real.
Your Grace.
Maybe it's just me, but I just don't care that much about this game or Kinemon. That's the ability you're talking about. I mean,
You're not only Rhaenyra's father, you're the king. So do as you command. It's not by wrist.
I mean, it does okay damage. The fireballs.
There is another choice to learn faster than you. And perhaps you might be more comfortable with
Well, like, that's the problem about the fireballs.
Who do you have in mind?
If they're not standing in the middle of the fireballs, you still lose damage.
Prince Aegon.
But I mean, it is a good damage option. Because I was trying to figure out, what are you talking about? But you were talking about this. But you were talking about this, about like canceling it. And honestly, you don't even need to press triangle after it. You could just use that skill. Cause I'm over here trying to figure out what are you talking about? But you're just talking about this, yeah, that gimmick. I'll be real, I don't even use technique types, that specific ability for technique types. So I can completely understand why I just didn't even realize that thing. But again, that's still situational, because if you're not fighting like a character that's just stationary, that attack is gonna miss most of the time. And I mean, it's gonna do damage to giants, but besides that, it's kind of 50-50. And I mean, for most technique types, you don't even need to use that. And that's another reason why it's called a technique type. Even though, honestly, in this game, a lot of technique types are trash besides like Aokiji and Kizaru. And I guess Kinemon, because, you know, he still has his gimmick. Don't say that, Dark. Don't do that.
Kings and Harris ruled over half a century of peace while his children drove into the age of mountains. His daughters it is tradition.
But yeah, most of the time, a lot of giants will just run out the way for that. So I can understand, like, even if it does do good damage for Kinemon specifically, and it's good to have on him, again, it's very situational. But for the most part, I think people would rather just use damaging abilities than rely on that. And I'll be real, every time I use that ability on Kinemon, I accidentally do it. I don't even do it on purpose. Don't say that, Dark. I am not the Pirate Warriors guy. Even though so many people call me that, I'm not the Pirate Warriors guy.
The breach between your houses was not narrowed since I last spoke with you. It could do much.
I'm a Kinemon secondary? What? What did you just say to me? You play Kinemon like that? Oh no. Yes, you are. Stop. I'm not. Bro. You got YouTubers who are posting literally the same content that's been posted for this game now. Like, bro, I can't tell you how many times I've seen the same video be posted in the past like 5 weeks. I am not the Pirate Warriors guy. See, you stream this a lot. Look, I just play this game. I play this game more than the people who actually post content for this game. Why do I play it? Because I just want a good One Piece game. And this is sadly as close as it's gonna be. I'll be real, Elijah, I don't even use him because of his damage or anything. But yeah, see, now that I understand the ability that you were trying to tell me, because the whole time I was like, I used this thing on accident. When I saw what you were sending, I'm like, wait, is that the canceling the ability with a square and then you just press triangle after it? Waiting for connections? There ain't no way. Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Nobody would want to see Naruto Storm content on my channel. Ain't no way. Now, Okiku, you see, Okiku is weird. Because it's like, Okiku can benefit from pretty much everything. Heck, you can even, I say worked up on Okiku is very important. Now doing heat up or shatter, that's all up to you. I'll be real, I think the only technique type I use that gimmick on is probably Aokiji or Law. For everyone else, I don't even think I use that on anybody else. Oh, did they finally fix Okiku? Finally. But when it comes to ultimates, even though this ultimate is good, I use this just because there's way more range. I mean, yeah, you can use this in the air, but this one just does more range, more damage, and you can rack up more hit points. Lingering Snow, just because the Blizzard Tornado is another way to get hit points. And this one, if you have ever played Virgil in either a Devil May Cry game or Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you will get Hazy Snow. Flash of Snow, I don't even think I've used this ability yet. I think I used it once when, you know, Okiku first came out, but I never used it after. Now the special gimmick about this character is that you gotta play this character like you would Virgil. And what I mean by that is,
what is the path of the dragon?
You have to be motivated.
Ramiro's job. That's what they dream. Bigger than these flames. And they obey.
But Okiku is one of those characters who really actually becomes broken with full force burst. Like actually, and the reason why I have the attack enhancement triangle is because I could just spam that. You get all your abilities faster. Oh yeah, they did fix Okiku. Because for the most part, when you used her triangle ability, that used to just be broken. But you see how many hits I'm stacking up with Okiku? Crazy. Like, Okiku could stack up so many hits so quickly, and the thing is, you don't even need to be near people. Just make sure you can get your triangles off. Also, you see my full force burst? How long it's lasting? Because of Okiku's just range and damage? And I'm just pressing triangle. And this is the reason why I use this ultimate. Look at how many hits you're stacking up. Like, Okiku is one of those characters who benefits from having increased full force burst duration. Now, high key, another character who benefits from this is actually Cracker.
Okay. Fully kill.
It's crazy, but like, this is actually what I thought Kinemon was gonna be in the game. Like, more of a speed type technique type. Well, a speed type that somewhat has an interesting technique type gimmick. But look at how much damage I'm... Hold on. Where's Whitebeard? You see how much damage that was? But you see how easy it is to stack up hits with Okiku? If you want to check out somebody who actually made a video of like Okiku combos, it was Stylosa Panda King, but he made a video of like Okiku combos, and oh man, it was just nice to see. Like, you see whenever Okiku's sword glows, you can go straight into another ability after that. And I think it's like... it will cancel... It cancels and it doesn't use up stamina, which is also another crazy thing. I think it like strengthens your character or something. But yeah, like a lot of the DLC characters got way stronger. Hold on, I want to try Cracker. Oh, this is what I run for Cracker. Originally, I was actually running Stick Pretzel. I think I want to put Stick Pretzel again.
You yourself.
But I don't know, this one,
scale of the celebration has united the men.
just summoning a bunch of biscuit soldiers to fight with you is pretty cool.
15 years of uncertainty and doubt.
Even though this one, the problem that I have with this ultimate is that it takes too long for the attack to come out. And even then, it's okay range, but even though this one takes pretty much the same time as this one, it has way more range and does more damage. So that's why I use this ultimate. Obviously, biscuit armor. Oh yeah, I wonder if that
My basement's too early. Our house among them.
That was before Aegon.
We knew it would be a good call.
if that bug is still happening with the biscuit armor.
What of my son? Would you have me raise a man to steal his own sister's birthright?
It is Aegon that's being wronged. He's the firstborn son of the king. To deny that he is heir to the throne is to assail the laws of gods and men. The road ahead is uncertain, but the end is clear.
Bro, a lot. It's crazy how the best technique types, besides Aokiji and Kizaru, I mean not Kizaru, Aokiji and Law, the best technique types are on a different type. Hold on. Was it 2 hits? And then you go into this, and you're just in it forever. Yeah. So, this is another problem with if this game gets PvP. Which, balancing other characters is going to be very crucial.
I wonder what she would do.
When Nero is coming, she must need to marry a high lord who will honor her, defend her, and serve her as humans. Her wishes, this matter, are irrelevant.
I do believe in her. She must believe it is her choice to do so. What's this?
A letter. Vain on the line.
Seasnake's brother.
He's fighting in the steppe. To all this.
Man?
Might not get fixed. Oh yeah, the devs love this type of stuff. But the thing is, because I think I'm also somebody who says, like, PvP in this game could be fun, but yeah, exploitable stuff like this needs to get patched. Easily. Just to make sure people have fun playing the game, you know.
Well, if you truly believe that.
Because imagine, and this is the thing about, like, biscuit armor in this game. Once you get into biscuit armor, you can't get damaged. There's no health bar on the biscuit armor, so you could just stay in. As long as you have this glitch on, the only way you get out of it is by dashing. And also, with this glitch, Cracker benefits from having heat up, because he can constantly get hits. But yeah, don't worry. I will talk about PvP in this video. But for sure, one of the things they have to do for PvP, first off, they have to actually care. They have to care about the game.
You refer to attempt to marry me off to Castle Rock.
They have to care about the game first off. Second, after caring about the game,
why must every effort on your behalf be resisted, as if to defend?
Because you need to replace me with Alison Pintel's son, the boy you've always wanted. You're hiding around town. You have no further use for me.
but yeah, after caring about the game, they need to actually listen to the fans to hear their complaints about what characters are just completely broken and everything. Because there's a lot of broken characters. Like, is Odin still broken? Because I remember he was having a lot of issues.
To forge alliances and bolster our strength. You have always understood. I myself was promised your money when I was
10 and 7 years ago. The Vale had an army to rival the North. I've heard that story since I've had messages.
New update fixed Jinbei and Okiku. Yeah, so it does show they do kind of care.
I do not seek to replace you, child. You've been much alone these last few years. Alone and angry. I will not live forever. I wish to see you.
So it's fixed. Wait, there was an issue with Jinbei? You know what? I would never know, because I'll be real, I don't really use Jinbei.
You must strengthen your own. Shore up your succession. No. That's to your patch. Look at yourself. Search him out. Find one.
Look at how many hits I have, by the way. If this game had PvP, Cracker would be like one of the easy win characters. But one thing they can do to just make Crackers, like even if they want to keep this glitch in the game, the easiest thing they can do is add a health bar to each of the biscuit soldiers. So that way, a set amount of damage can just break it. They did fix up Kaido no longer crashing the game. Were they crashing the game? Actually, this is the thing. I didn't realize they were crashing the game. Maybe it's because I didn't crash.
We have 16, perhaps 18 seaworthy ships, 700 foot, some 60 knots. Our food quickly dwindles, save for what we can fish in the sea. I would say we have a port. I have to look longer to skip faster. I've made calls with Driftmark to send more ships. It will be weeks ago. We are faltering and the trial.
So, if they do listen to the fans, then they can definitely hear when a character needs to be balanced. And honestly, they could easily either fix the glitch, or again, just just say after a set amount of damage, the biscuit soldier breaks. Oh, interesting. Oh, his Conqueror's Hockey got fixed finally? Well, it's about time.
Which man here? Show me the knights who will march into that help and make him show you.
So I think that whole time I maintained like 30k with the biscuit soldier.
Why should any of us?
Now, how do you balance giant characters in PvP? That's the biggest complaint and the reason why a lot of people say that PvP in this game would be so broken.
If you do not seize control of this war, my lord, the crabs will soon dine on all of us.
Now the problem is, and to talk about Overwatch, yeah, I know this is crazy. Why am I bringing up Overwatch on Pirate Warriors 4? But listen, the reason why I am is because Overwatch 1 created a single character that broke the game for literal years and made that game unplayable for a lot of people, mainly tanks. Well, mainly tanks. DPS players just like to complain about everything, but a certain character by the name of Brigitte, or Brigitte, Bridget, whatever, but she was a healer who could out damage and outlive a tank. A healer that could do this. And no matter how many patches they went through, she's still broken. Even in Overwatch 2, she's still broken. So that's why I'm saying there's no way they can balance a giant in this game.
Brother,
like, we're being honest, the most trash giant is Hybrid Kaido, because he's a speed type, but he's slow as fuck.
Though time and circumstance have seen us estranged,
which is kind of funny to think about. How is he?
It is instead my hope
he's supposed to be one of the fastest characters in the show, but he's slow as fuck in the game.
I shall pray nightly to the gods for your safe return.
At least Gear 5 Luffy is fast, and Yamato. Kaido feels like he's walking on glue and has cinder blocks all over his body as like a body vest. It's crazy. Alright, let me refresh stream real quick. Also, Elijah, thanks for still being there. Because I know it must be time for you to go to sleep, and I'm sorry for keeping you up. All-nighter? Yeah, I appreciate it, man. The animation glitch I found fixes the problem. You know what? I think if his attacks, well, in full force burst, Kaido just feels like a regular speed type. Like, if there was a way to make sure Kaido can consistently be that fast, honestly, he definitely be one of the better characters in the game. And actually, thinking about it, I should put this on him. Like, I should just try to do full damage. He can keep his dragon... Oh, the dragon stuff. Like, his dragon form is not the problem. Because obviously, like, in his dragon form, it feels like the same dragon that he has as a power type. See, what I like to do with Kaido is I like to do this into this and then go straight into this. And actually, it's a good combo that does good damage. So you do this, jump. Okay, bam, 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 and then you press Ragnarok after. Surprisingly, does a lot of damage. Oh, I didn't. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen that move used in the air before. But that's just a consistent way to land Ragnarok. I think Kundali Dragon Swarm should have more range. Is that just... Anybody else feel that? Because I kind of feel that way. I don't know why, but like, no ultimate Kaido, just no ultimate Kaido with burst is not bad. Okay. Like, he just... I don't know what it is about Kaido, man. I am so... Okay, so... I feel like... For this Pirate Warrior DLC, they're going to announce all the DLC before the end of the year. I think... Because if they go the same route like they did with the last DLC, right? If they go the same route, then what they're realistically going to do is give us all the DLC before the end of the year. drop everything before the end of the year. And then wait a couple more years and drop Power Warriors 5 if they decide to do another DLC season. Yes, Sky Type. Physics, but not the dash. Sure. Curious. Oh man, thinking about it, because they added stuff for Gear 5 that were spoilers, then that means there's gonna be spoilers for Kobe, and Garp. And you know what? For Garp, I'm all here for it. For Kobe, go ahead. And actually, Shanks might show something too.
Hello, Edward.
Because Gear 5 Luffy has an ability that he used against Lucci.
Please.
I think we can all agree Kobe is probably going to be a speed type. High center? Alright, let's see. Oh, I'll be real. I'm probably going to use Uta more.
Before we start.
I think I'm not even worried about Kobe being different. I'm more worried about Shanks being different because of Gear 5 Onigashima Luffy just being the same character. I swear to God, he better not be the same character.
Run from every corner of the realm. Marriage proposals all. You must marry.
You ever chose?
Before I spoke my vows as a knight to the King's Guard, I could have married a common born girl. I would.
How lucky you are to have a say in your own life.
It would seem to me the best match for Rhaenyra is the son of the Cecil.
Seleno. It would do much to assuage Lord Corlys of any slight.
When you bore the king's son, you ended 15 years of uncertainty and doubt.
Film Red Pack, my favorite film this month. Look,
You will not be supplanted. As to your match,
from a standpoint, it would make sense. It would make sense to release the stuff before the end of the year. So, having it being released this month would be beneficial.
Unhappy with decisions I made.
Oh, that's interesting. That increases his speed. And that's at full horse burst. For real, we need the hockey one from Film Red? Yes. It's probably gonna have Divine Departure. Kaido's full force burst takes too long. Wait, why is it that he's a better sky type than most sky types? Bro, he has a consistent way to get people in the air. Like, Kaido's air movements are so good. but it's just crazy when you think his ground combo. Like how is he a better sky type than speed type? That's crazy. Oh yeah, you know what? They're probably gonna have Film Red songs be a DLC by itself. Thinking about it. Now for sure, Uta is gonna be a technique type. Film Red Shanks is gonna be a power type. Kobe's gonna be a speed type. That's how it's gonna be. So technique, speed, and power. That'd be cool. Yeah. I'd buy it. Mainly because I like the Film Red songs. I don't play this game with audio on. Oh, the music in this game's cool. They're gonna bamboozle us and make Shanks a speed and Kobe a power? That'd be crazy. Like technique or sky type for Uta? Because honestly, if Uta is a technique type and she gets a sky type full force burst, that would be cool. Oh wait, did King and Queen drop in Bounty Rush Bowl? Cause I really want to get King, bro. Oh yeah, they dropped. Hold on, let me download this. Yo, King looks so cool. King looks so good, bro.
You should make landfall inside the hour.
How do you think things is?
Do you speak of how you rejected every suit his grace put before you, or how you brought him until it's too much to make?
I mean, I kind of get why they made Hybrid Queen a runner, but it's still weird. Yo. Yo. King's art looks crazy. They're both good, but both kind of mid. I'll be real, I would rather try to get King than Queen though. Like I was actually expecting Hybrid Queen to be a defender. Since they buff Conqueror's Hockey, Odin now has 10 ways to kill. Facts. Odin can kill you in every single way and get away with it. You know, it's kind of crazy that Odin in this game is like the first character to have a taunt that can full heal you. Yeah, Chaden. the chat of Wano. Bro, if this game gets PvP, if this game ever gets PvP, Odin would be the go-to pick against any giant, bro. Who's gonna play a giant against this man? But yeah, with PvP, since now that you have put this into fruition, and that y'all have told me, they are not afraid to fix characters that are broke. So if this game does get PvP, they can fix the cracker glitch, the biscuit glitch for the biscuit giants. Well, the biscuit soldiers. And they can fix any other glitches with characters in a PvP setting. Because it seems like they were pretty quick to do that. Odin is so fast. Yeah. He can break guards fast. He does a lot of damage to shields and giants. And he has a free full heal. Needs a fixed chopper and remove him from the game. Honestly,